He could go 2 from 2.
Excellent points for the dive there from Andreas Elversberg, the showmanship as well. As we saw a few shoulders there between the two Spaniards in Javi Gomez and Mario Mola. No love lost there.
Yeah, it's tight in those transition, and we've seen a little bit of argy-bargy. Normally you don't notice it so much in the water, but it's jostling for position at any point in this race.
Geez, this is tough racing now. You're very, very tired. Again, I talked about it in race 2, but swimming when you're fatigued is so difficult. It is so, so difficult. And as I said, there's the guys that aren't used to leading swims. So suddenly you find yourself in a position with blue water in front of you, and you've got to lead the way, find the can yourself. It can be very difficult. But Salversberg's looking back.
His stroke rate is really good. I mean, he looks fantastic. And we're talking about someone, Josh Amberg, who we're used to seeing lead swims. And, you know, he's drifting off the pace. So it goes to show you that, you know, there are guys that have really, you know, it's where technique comes into play here. It's that feel for the water that we talk about. And when you come from a non-swimming background, that makes it all the more difficult.
Beautiful shot there from the top of Yacht Harbour Towers as the sun sets behind the golf course here at Hamilton Island, but there's plenty of racing still to go. Andreas Salversberg looks like he's really got the eye of the tiger here. He knows he's had a confidence boost from finishing second in stage 2. He knows he can do it with these guys, and he's come out all guns blazing and gapped them on the swim. Richard Varga is in amongst these guys somewhere, so we know he's got an outboard motor, and we're worried that he's going to chase him down. There he is, rounding the buoy just there, getting held up a little bit by Ryan Bailey, and Igor Polyansky there behind him.
Blumenfeld right there.
Blumenfeld always
Alessandro
there.
Fabiani. But the good thing to see for young Salversberg on the front is he's going to set himself. He's got 2 kilometres running to go. He's not the fastest in the field, but he's definitely not the slowest on the run. He's had a clean run at this swim, can control his breathing, can get his heart rate down if he can. And 2K to run himself into a solid position. He was second in the last race, and that's a testament to his cardio. He's one of the fittest guys, obviously, that have come here for Hamilton Island.
2 top 10s in the World Triathlon Series. Andreas Elversberg, 6 times the Swiss national champ, 16th in Rio, and he could be adding the very first day of Super League Triathlon competition to his resume, which is already very impressive. As you say, three brothers at Salversberg make the national team, but only one of them could be Super League champ at the end of today.
You can just see coming into screen there.
The fish.
No, here comes Richard Varga. He's ready as well. 1-2 in the previous stage, 1-2 in this stage as well. We can see who is in good form and who maybe hasn't been doing the training over the northern winter. And it looks like Andreas Salversberg and Richard Varga have been putting plenty of effort in, and we could see them at the pointy end of this run. Who do we see back in the pack
young Igor
that could
Polyansky.
potentially do something on the run?
Look, Richard Murray's still, you know, he's still our contender. We keep talking about him, and whether or not there's that Mr. Consistent throughout these 3 runs, but you know, we've still got Mario Mola in there, the current world champion, Javier Gomez. It's just a matter of whether these guys...
We keep talking about them, but yet
they've never really shown any.
We haven't seen them.
We haven't seen them. We really haven't. And I was expecting a lot more from Richard Murray. I will be honest with you. I thought these dead turns would suit him a lot. He seemed to be struggling on those dead turns on the run course, but I like to see number 11, Igor Polyansky, the young Russian. He was the leader for most of the swim at the Rio Olympic Games. He said he would like to do something really, really special here. The sport of triathlon is starting to boom in Russia, and he's one of the marquee athletes within Russia, so I'd love to see him do something special on this run.